So I want to talk about your kind of business. So you started in January. Obviously, with business, things aren't always easy. So I want to talk about maybe what are some of like the struggles that you've experienced? What are you currently dealing with right now?
Well, um, I know, like I was saying earlier about just being in my head, comparing myself. There's a lot of people in this space that, I see they've been doing this a lot longer. And of course, it's easy for the human mind to see that and just be like, oh my gosh, why am I not there? Why does it look so easy? But
Mhm.
I'm doing it, and the reality is, I just started.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I hear these amazing success stories like people have hit six figures in just 60 days or 90 days. And I'm like, that could happen to me at any moment. So for
Mhm.
me, the struggles that I had been facing was comparing and just also not burning myself out and really trying to just balance, like walk outside, get some sun, because really we're not supposed to be on the computer all day like this. And that can
Yeah.
really decrease your energy and decrease your mood from wanting to reach out to people. But I'm becoming aware of that now, and I'm remembering to take breaks and not trying to feel guilty about taking those short breaks and then getting back into it with new ideas potentially. But I will say this, like, I started the first week of January. I did not, I posted, I attended all the trainings and everything. I didn't get my first client until 4 months in, but that
Well,
client was showed me what I could do. That was
mhm.
1K in my pocket.
Mhm.
And that for some people, they don't get 1K until after 2 weeks of work or
Yeah,
maybe
true.
after a month of work. So when I saw that
Hmm.
I could get that in a day, in 10 minutes, for
Hmm.
actually genuinely helping someone prepare, and later on throughout this journey, not only is it credit repair, but I can also get them in position for funding to then get a house. Like, that's more income. It's just like changing my perspective. Um, and yeah, making sure that I'm aware of what I'm focusing on. Because if I would have quit after 3 months of nothing,
Man. Yeah.
then I wouldn't have seen that that was possible.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, no, definitely seeing what's possible is huge. So you said something interesting. You said burnout. When you said burnout, are you talking about content creation? Are you talking about actually doing the actual credit repair? I don't know what your number of clients looks like. So what do you mean by burnout?
Yeah, so by burning out, I mean just mentally getting tired. We
Hmm.
have so much energy as spiritual beings. We have so much energy. I think I heard a message that we have so much light and energy that's more than like 4 or 5 stars, like just so much energy in us. And I think that that's insane. But our human minds, if we're just looking at a screen all day,
Hmm.
our brains are being very, very active and stimulated all the time. And because our minds, we're so used to stimulating our minds by like scrolling, clicking, liking posts, reaching out to people. Not that we need to do that to connect and branch out, but I think it's also
Yeah.
important to stop maybe like 15 minutes in between or just 10 minutes and just go walk, like change your environment for a moment, step outside, get some sun, see the world outside of the screen. Um, because if you mentally exhaust yourself, it's very easy to not want to pick that phone back up again or get in that like lazy mood and you don't want to do anything for the rest of the evening. I want to
Yeah.
work until midnight if my body lets me until
Yeah.
1 a.m. But I can't do that if I'm doing like 6, 7, 8+ hours straight on the phone. And
Hmm.
yeah, that's what I mean by burnout.
Okay. Do you have a team yet or not yet?
Do I have a team? Yeah, I have
Yeah.
I have different teams or different people that I come to as far as like mentorship and trainings, but I'm always
Oh no,
open to learning from everyone.
I mean like with working within your business.
A
Like
team?
like employees that you hired.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
We do have
Okay.
a processing team that we leverage that does all of the tedious stuff. So really
Hmm.
all the things that I focus more so on is the marketing, the
Okay,
branding,
perfect.
the outreach. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So we got some credit repair business owners listening, as well as some people that aspire to have a credit repair business. And part of what we do is, we help people break past that 5 to 10K a month mark. So can you just give some advice to some people, I guess, as far as marketing? Maybe let's hear about how you got that first client, just to give people an idea.
The crazy thing about how I got my first client was it actually was not because of my credit posting.
Oh,
It
really?
was not because of my posting about credit repair. They were aware of that, but
Yeah.
they literally said to me in message, "Hey, Iman, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I always see your posts, your uplifting posts. You talk about the mind, and
Mm,
sometimes it really makes me laugh." They said, and it really made me feel good that those posts have really saved them in ways that I can't even imagine. And it was those posts of me being authentically me. Not that I'm
yeah.
not being authentically me when I'm talking about business, but
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah. I know what you mean.
just me, like, being in my zone, whether that's like putting an inspirational post, going live on Instagram and sharing the word of God. It's that inspired that person to want to work with me. And they said, "This is where my credit is at. I see that you also do that. I want to work with you, because I can see that you're a genuine person." So that from that moment on, I was like, okay, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm being myself, making sure that I'm posting value, but also my people follow me for me. Like
Exactly.
this guy said that he's been watching my journey for a long time. And so that was before I even started credit repair. So that was that's the key there, just staying true to you and finding a way to make it blend in with what you've already been showing your people, unless you want to completely like change yourself, your whole brand. Hey, that's cool, but a
Yeah.
lot of people are following you for you. So if you are, a cook, for instance, you've been posting cooking videos, and all of a sudden you're in credit repair but you never post another cooking video, people are might get uninterested because
Yeah.
they're like, wait, like we know you as this guy. So I recommend, and that's just an example, but maybe as you're cooking, talk about credit repair, or you don't have to talk at all, but while you're cooking, post some credit tips on your video. So not completely getting rid of who you authentically are online.
I
Yeah.
really like what you said because we just posted a TikTok today, I believe, or maybe it was yesterday. We were basically talking about the same thing you're talking about. So I was just basically speaking about in the video, if you want to make more money in your business, you just gotta be yourself, and being a good person goes a long way. Making sure that you have a good delivery process, how to become a client, and controversy sells. So I mean, you could be yourself, but lean in towards one lane just for marketing purposes. So I really like that you said that. So marketing
Absolutely.
wise is good. Let's talk about, so I mean that's marketing, how you got your first client. I want to talk about basically like what's been some wins, what's continued the work that you're going to continue to do, and then what's some wins that you want to talk about. Maybe your biggest client win so far.
Well, that is something that I'm analyzing every day, seeing what content works and what isn't
Okay.
working. So I'm always testing something. I'm always trying out something new.
Mm,
Um, I know I get a lot more interaction, and this is a win for me, is whenever the fact that I'm keeping track of what's working and not working, like that is a win, is seeing myself personally develop throughout this business, is really like keeping track of how I'm prospecting, where I'm prospecting that's working, using the different platforms that I'm using, um seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work. That's the biggest win for me, is my personal development in all of this.
okay.
Also making it more, I've made it a lot more effective for myself by putting things in place for people to reach out to me that are qualified to work with me because at the beginning I was doing a lot of phone calls, but I was ending up on those phone calls for 30 minutes to it's just longer, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if that person doesn't know what they want, yes, we can guide them and figure out what they need, but wouldn't it be a lot easier and effective if you put something in place that maybe had qualifying questions already? That way, like, we can just get straight to it. Maybe just ask a few questions rather than having to like uproot that completely out of the person while you could be working on other things. So just like time management. So a big win, another big win is for me is just like putting together documents, electronic forms, and PowerPoints that give people more information about my business for those that may be on the go, partnerships. If there's people that like realtors are like, oh, send me more information. I would love to give my clients your information. So instead of giving them my phone number and me potentially missing that phone call right away, first, they're sent a PDF that has detailed information about my business, and then also a consultation link that pre-qualifies them. Once they fill that out, then I call them because it also shows me how serious they are. If they can't
Hmm.
fill that out, if they can't like let me know what's going on with their credit, they don't have to know everything, but if they can't give me an idea and just fill out a 2-minute consultation form, then chances are they're probably going to waste my time on the phone.
Yeah.
So that was a big win, was just putting systems in place and keeping track of where I'm prospecting, what people like on my social media and what they don't like. Yeah, that's been the biggest one for me.
Okay. Okay.